We're going to take a look at a couple different methods of collecting downtime reasons automatically out of PLCs or other control equipment. And the reason we're going to look at these two different reasons is there's pros and cons with each. So the first one we're going to take a look at is if we have a PLC and we have some values that we want to read out of here. Let's say that's a slick PLC and we're going to read N70 and that's our in-feed rate. Okay, and we're interested in that because if it's, say, it drops below 5 units per minute, that we're in a starvation state, and we want to say that our downtime reason is because we don't have product. And we also have another address, B31. We'll take a look at that. We'll say that's our e-stop. So if that is false, then we have an e-stop condition. We want that to be our downtime reason. And then we have another address, I205, and that's a jam sensor. And if it is true, we're in a jam state. So these are the three addresses that we want to read, and we're going to have the software do the logic of determining what our downtime reason is. So let's take a look at the software side here and how that would work. Okay, the software needs a driver. It might be OPC. And that driver is responsible for saying, hey, give me the value of N70. And that value comes back. And then it will say, give me the value of B31. And that value comes back. And then give me the value for I205. And then that value comes back. It cannot request all these at the same time. It has to request them one at a time. Some PLCs allow multiple requests at the same time, but again, there's no guarantee of how it's going to group those requests to get those values back at the same time. And herein lies the problem. So if we take a look at this on a timeline, and we'll make this real simple in here for the discussion. We'll use relative time, and we'll also use seconds. In reality, it's probably milliseconds. So at 0, we request the in-feed rate. 1 second later, we get the value back. And keep it simple. 2 seconds, we request the e-stop. 3 seconds, we get the answer back. 4 seconds, we request the jam. 5 seconds, we get that back. So what happens is at 1, we get our in-feed rate. So at that point, N70, let's say it's equal to 4. Okay. And at that point, we say, okay, it equals 4. So at that point, we say our downtime reason is no product. We're waiting for product. Okay, then at 3, we get an e-stop signal. So B3 1 at this point is false. So then we say, oh, we have e-stop condition. Oh, wait a second, I thought we had no product, but we're in a e-stop condition. Okay, well, we'll keep going here, and at 5, we get I205, and that is true. Now we're saying we have a jam. Okay, that's fine. You get multiple things coming in. That's pretty common. In the software, you set a priority. You say e-stop trumps everything. Well, that's good, but we got a no product signal first, and it was 2 seconds later before we had an e-stop jam. So do we wait before we make a decision? You know, do you wait 10 seconds and make sure all the signals stabilized before you make a decision of what the downtime reason is? Well, okay, that's good, but what if this communication didn't happen here? What if we never received the e-stop value back? Do we wait another 10 seconds to give it a chance to get it back? This becomes problematic in automatically detecting accurate downtime reasons. So just kind of summarizing this method tends to be inaccurate, but the good side of it is you have no logic that you have to put in the PLC over here. So some people really like the fact that you have no logic, but you do have an issue with the inaccuracy.